Hey everyone out there in the YouTube world, it is me, Charmer. What's up? How y'all doing? I normally do prompts. I've done maybe 3 or 4 prompts. No, I've only done one prompt for my dolls. I know that's I'm a grown person and I like dolls. That's my passion. Sorry, but one thing that was really bothering me lately is that they're making a live action Akira movie. Yeah, it's like, huh? No, no, that's a joke, right? No, I actually looked it up. I looked it up on a few, decent room, and there's rumors, there's YouTube, and there's actually, yeah, Warner Brothers is the one that I believe got the rights to it, and they gave the green light to do the movie. And this project has been around for, this idea of a project has been around for a while. And there are people who have been walking away from it, script differences. Well, you're going to have that with different films. But at the same time, what is bothering people now, I think 2 reasons why. One, it's Hollywood doing another classic, one of the anime classics. They're trying to, they're done with all the. If you think about it, they're kind of done with all the comic book movies. They took stuff that was like movies that barely people like read as a comic, and they the other second thing that is bothering people is that they are making this movie with Caucasian actors or European actors. They were talking about having Robert Pattinson in this movie, and I said, okay, that is BS. I mean, Robert Pattinson, really? I was not a Twilight fan. I like vampire stuff. There are certain vampire things I like. I like Vampire Hunter D, and there's rumors that they're going to make that into a movie. But they've been saying that for years. But, of course, they're going to mess that up. But, I was thinking, why don't they put an actual Japanese cast? They won't, because it's Hollywood and they want to be safe with the actors that they have. So they're going to twist and make new things, their artistic liberty stuff, and make it comfortable for them. Okay, well, at least have some diversity, And I was thinking, and I wanted to share it with you guys, especially the Akira fans and the people that have posted these, these rants, these let's ban Akira, which, to be honest with you, I'm not for the movie, because I think it's going to be terrible. But if they are to do it, at least have some diversity instead of just being completely racist, because that is kind of offending. That is offending another culture. I think that they should. There's two people. There's two people that I considered in two roles. My first choice, and it's not for who you think. It's not for Kaneda or Tetsuo, because I had to think about that too, and that was very hard to think, especially for Japanese actors. Because this is a role that those two roles are very, very, very complex, and it's kind of hard to envision someone like the dude from Tron playing Kaneda, or the dude or Robert Pattinson being Tetsuo. That's kind of hard to swallow, and that's why people are mad, because they're choosing actors that they know will bring people in the theaters. Okay, well, my first choice for the Colonel, you remember the Colonel, right? The guy that was like, oh, get the, stop Tetsuo, that guy. It should be played by Ken Watanabe. Now, if you guys know who Ken Watanabe is, he was in you ever seen The Last Samurai? The one with Tom Cruise. Yeah, the one with Tom Cruise in it. The guy who was the head of that village that he had to go, that he got captured by. Tom Cruise got captured by the head guy, that village. Him, because one, he is. It's not because he's Japanese. But I think the role would be good for him because of the fact that he is a tall man, a tall Japanese man. There are other tall Japanese guys out there, but he has this, and he's also in what's that one movie? Memoirs of a Geisha. Oh god, don't get me started on Memoirs of a Geisha, but he's in there. He plays the chairman. But he's a tall man, and he has that. And he has this like stern kind of urge to him. I think he could pull it off. Some people may not agree, but I think it would work. He would make a good colonel. This is one I really thought of, and I thought this is a good idea. And for those of you who know who she is, this is the role for Kay, by the way. Kay is the girl who is the female revolutionist that Kaneda runs into, and he kind of flirts with her. He likes her, but she don't like him like that because she's trying to get the job done, that type of deal. It should be this girl. Her name is Keiko Kitagawa. If you guys are Sailor Moon fans out there, you would know who she is. But some don't, because I don't know if they've seen the live action Sailor Moon episodes, but she's also in the new Paradise Kiss live action movie. She's in some other things, and also she was in, and I didn't know this, because I've never seen I've only seen like one Fast and Furious movie, and that was enough. But she's in the Tokyo Drift one. She plays the Japanese girl mechanic. If you guys know what I'm talking about, she should be considered for K. The reason why I say this is because if you look at her role, even though I believe that was her first role in, I'm not sure, but it was a role. She was Sailor Mars, and she played Sailor Mars. I believe she played Sailor Mars very well. I'm talking about the manga version of Sailor Mars, not the anime. The anime, she was kind of like a bossy kind of bee. She was kind of like, oh, I should be the leader. Or I should do this, and I have psychic powers. No, in the manga, she is more serious. She's kind of like a man hater. She has this issue with men, and she's always serious, but yet she has this warming heart inside. And when she smiles, it's like a lighting smile. I'm talking about when she makes Ray smile. I mean, she smiles, and she's adorable. And she can, she's I've seen some of her work, and she's actually talented. And to be honest with you, if they put her in this Akira movie and cast her as Kay, her career might, if I'm just saying, if this movie, this is an if this movie turns out to be pretty good, to some people, she will be famous. She'll be on like Cosmo and Vanity Fair and all that. I think they should, but I mean, they got all these other diverse actresses. They might as well put her in, at least consider it for the part. But if she turns it down, that's her decision. But I think she would be a good interpretation of Kay, even though Kay really in the movie has a small kind of part to it. It's not small, but it's she's one of the supporting characters who has a purpose, and I think Keiko Kitagawa should be considered. Those are the only two I can think of right now. But as far as like, should they make the movie? Me being, an anime fan, no. But if they are going to do it and ignore everybody, at least have some diversity. And but the thing is that that is upsetting is that they're not gonna make it in Tokyo. Of course not. They're gonna put it in New York. some Manhattan, Neo Manhattan, New Manhattan, whatever, and they're gonna make it like, oh, it survived of World War III or World War II, or no, it survived World War II, and this is how it changed. But at the same time, that's like, that doesn't make sense. For one, some people who watch this movie are kind of gonna get offended because of the fact that it's gonna be in Manhattan, and seeing, New York being destroyed by terrorists, because there is some revolutionists and terrorism in this movie. There is this in the original Akira. If they see that, they are going to not like that. The critics, some American critics, will bash it. So, people don't like, because of the whole 9/11 thing. That is going to offend some people. I know this for a fact. I have a feeling, and not only that, it's people, the general audiences will probably not understand the story, because they're gonna be like, "What's this?" Because they don't. Most of the general audiences here in America do not have an open mind. They just want to see something that entertains. But also at the same time, you kind of want to watch a movie that makes you think. And Akira is one of those movies that makes you think. At first, it makes you think, like, what was all that stuff going on? To be honest with you, if you really, really want to get the story, read the manga. I've read some of the manga. The manga is actually good. They just took some parts of the manga and make it into the movie. That's how it came to be. But it's still a good movie for the animation and the fact that it's of its time. But yeah, that's my opinion. If you guys like my opinion, hit that thumbs up button or comment if you agree with me. Cool. What's your intake on who should play Kaneda or Tetsuo? It's just opinion, And if you guys feel, and what's your opinion about, making the movie? Of course, everybody's saying that it's gonna be effed up. Of course, it probably will be effed up. But if they at least have some diversity in there, I'll just wait till it comes out on Netflix. Till then.